Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today is Friday, there we go, March 22nd, 2019. My name's Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. Mm. Oh, wow. Coffee's so good. Okay, so it's Friday, first off. Yay, Friday. Woo! Okay. I want to go back to bed for like a week. I'm sleepy. It's been a long week. It's been a great week. Lots of good stuff, but I'm tired. Okay, so what's going on? I'll give you the high points. All right, so yesterday was Thursday. It's a consulting day. The day went well. Accomplished some good stuff. Yesterday evening was game night with friends. That was great. Part of the reason I went to bed late, because I was out late. We played what seemed to be the world's longest game of Cranium. A toddler sneezed on me. It was a good time. It was a good time. Not the sneezing part. And then let's see what's going on today. Today, meetings with potential new clients. So I've been talking about consulting a lot, and I think I've said this, but in case I have not. I'm shifting economic directions as it relates to whistlekick. Whistlekick is not at the point where it can pay me everything I need. And in fact, I would like to put some money back in. Still believe in whistlekick, still believe in the mission, still believe in everything. Won't stop doing any of the things that I'm doing. Or at least none of the things you all know about. I'm constantly working on little stuff and projects and trying to move the ball forward. But we'll be doing, probably be 2 to 3 days a week that I'm consulting for other people, and that'll allow me to stop taking money out of whistlekick, put some money into whistlekick, and puts us in a different position. So I'm excited about that. So today, that's kind of what that's about, meeting with a few people to hopefully get some work, hopefully build up that book of business. And then this weekend, what's going on this weekend? So tomorrow, Mr. Matt Naronsky has a competition that he holds in Rutland, Vermont. So I will be attending and assisting and helping to referee that. Should be a good turnout, and looking forward to seeing, I believe, all of the members of Team Whistlekick. Fingers crossed. I think they're all going to be there. And then it's a variety of work and friends. Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, and Sunday. So not a overly exciting weekend with the exception of the tournament, but looking forward to it nonetheless. Now I've got a question that came in earlier this week. I've been trying to only do one a day. What's the best thing you've achieved so far? Got a couple different ways I could answer that. So the things I'm most proud of tend to be around personal growth, who I've become, the way I treat people, skill sets, things like that. But I don't think that's how this person means that question. I think the accomplishment, the achievement that I think is the most significant is martial arts radio. And that might sound self-serving, but when I think back to how hard it was to get that show going, the fact that I had really nobody knew who I was back then. I had friends, but the industry did not know who I was. And there were a couple martial arts podcasts out there. They were infrequent, or in the case of Haya, defunct. And I've spent the last 4 years working on this project, 381 episodes in. Actually, fun fact, 380. I skipped one accidentally, but we kept the numbering. And it's at a point now where production houses reach out to us as part of their promotion. Scheduled an interview yesterday, which we'll record next week, which will air sometime in April, which if it's not the biggest interview that I've ever had, it will be in that top tier. Top 5 for sure. It's not Chuck Norris. Still want to interview Chuck Norris. Still looking for someone that can help me get to Chuck Norris. Okay. Now, why am I most proud of that show? This show, Martial Arts Radio. I am proud of Martial Arts Radio because it's taken a lot of work. I know I've gotten better in doing it. And I hear from people that it has an impact on their lives. And that's what I wanted. I wanted a show that made people, that reflected the values of whistlekick. And one of the core values of whistlekick is I want people to be proud to be a martial artist. That's why we make the apparel that we make. It's unnecessary, but it gives people an opportunity to tell the world, hey, I train. This is part of who I am. And try to do it in not a cheesy way. There are a lot of cheesy martial arts t-shirts out there. Honestly, most of them would just say karate. But that's also why we're Whistlekick Martial Arts, not Whistlekick Karate or Whistlekick Taekwondo. Whistlekick Martial Arts Radio. I've heard from people who started training again because of the show. Multiple times. And I can't think of having a better influence on someone than for them to listen to the positive words or the inspiration, the motivation of someone, and for someone to listen to that and say, you know what, I got to do that again. I love that. I'm also proud of the friendships that have come out of it. The side projects that have come from those friendships. You know, because of Martial Arts Radio, I became friends with Sensei Jared Wilson of Martial Thoughts. And because of that friendship, we launched Martial Journal. And because of Martial Journal, my friendship with Sensei Scott Bolin has grown significantly. I mean, those are some pretty cool dots. I've met Jared, I've never met Scott. But we're friends, we talk almost every day. That's really cool. There's a lot of fellowship that's come out of Martial Arts Radio. And if I'm willing to be honest, once in a while I'm at an event or someone and I meet someone and they know who I am and they tell me that they're a fan of the show. And as much as that's uncomfortable, it's also really cool. No one's ever told me they're a fan of me, so that's probably good. I try to remain humble. But to be perfectly honest, I see nothing different in what I've done with this show than anyone else could have done. It was all just asking people for help and being persistent. It took a year of Martial Arts Radio before the numbers actually did anything. I mean, in the early days, it would be like, oh, 12 people listen to this episode. I think I'll go slam my head in a door. But after about a year, there was some hockey stick growth. And we've had that jump one more time. And I think we're due for another one. kind of jumps and plateaus and jumps and plateaus. And that happens with a lot of things. Life isn't generally this slow, steady, predictable improvement. You tend to putter along until something happens. You go, oh, this is what I need to do. So you got to look for those opportunities. Honestly, with martial arts radio, most of those opportunities I feel come from certain guests. When we get someone like Boz Rutan, it exposes a different crowd to the show. It lends further credibility to the show. It used to be when I reached out to guests, it was, hey, please come on my show. And then it was, hey, please come on my show. Superfoot Bill Wallace has been on my show. And now it's, hey, Superfoot Bill Wallace and Sensei Fumio Demura and Grandmaster Junri and Shihan Boz Rutan and Kyoshi Dave Kovar. I think that's the list we use. Have been on the show. It's pretty cool. We're using small successes and leveraging those to bigger successes and leveraging those into bigger successes. And I think that's life, right? That's martial arts. You learn how to punch, then you learn how to kick, then you learn how to do different kinds of punches and different kinds of kicks. You build on what you've already had. And if you're not sure how to go forward, you can look backwards and say, what do I have? What can I build on? What can I add a little bit to make different or to improve? So, all right. And I think that's my advice for you today, right? Take a look at what's going on. Where have your successes been? And try to follow that track out. With martial arts, you can choose, do I want to kind of specialize or do I want to be well-rounded? But when it comes to life, especially your professional career, you probably want to keep leveraging those successes. You probably want to lean into that rather than say, you know what? I've got a really good martial arts podcast. I think I'm going to work really hard on building a martial arts YouTube channel. Oh, wait. Yeah. That's why we're not putting all the resources into this. That's why this is a morning show, because it's creative and different, not a bunch of money. Because we're not going to own this space. There's a lot of people out there doing great YouTube stuff. All right, I'm rambling now. I will stop rambling. I thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing you back here on Monday. Remember, we do this show every weekday morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. But you can catch it later at firstcupwithjeremy.com or in your podcast feed. As soon as I'm done recording this show, I pull the audio out and shoot it up to the podcast stuff. You can leave me questions. The best place is down below in the comment section here on YouTube. But if that doesn't work for you, you can email me, jeremy@whistlekick.com, and use the subject First Cup Comments. You can honestly comment anything in the subject line, but it would be helpful if people started doing that. Help me organize things better. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, wonderful Friday. Do something